Hi everybody, here we are again. Got a slight problem with Ulrika, the Bongo. The driver's door window won't go up. I think I've found the problem. Well, I have found the problem. I thought I'd fixed it, but I haven't. Inside the door is the wiring loom. Now, I thought that was the problem. I've unwrapped it all. It was all covered in electrician's tape. That crimp wasn't actually crimped. That's the old crimp, and it obviously hadn't been crimped properly because it was the wire just came out. But that turns out not to be the problem. What is the problem is that wire is almost separated. It is separated. When you press it together, the window will go up, but it's intermittent, so it needs replacing really. I'm going to look at taking the door panel off. I'm thinking there's a screw there, possibly a screw under there, might be a screw under there, but that might be just to get to the wing mirror. Screw inside the door handle. I'll take off those two, possibly that one and the one in the door handle, then we'll see how it goes. Oh, found another. There's another one down in the pocket there. Right, I'll take some screws out. Get back to it. Right, I've got the screws out. That was a cap with just a screw underneath. 5 screws in total. So 1 screw there, 1 screw in the pocket handle, 1 screw on the door handle, 2 screws on that side. That is just a cover. There's a nut underneath. Now the whole lot, there's about 4 clips at the bottom that just pulled out. Now to get it off, it lifts up, but I'm going to have to feed the handle through, so I'll have to switch it off and carefully feed the handle through, and Bob's your uncle hopefully. Handle fed through fairly easily. You just have to twist it sideways slightly, slides through, but don't forget there's a wiring loom on your window switches. Fairly easy clip to remove. I would think we just have to press that down. Up close and personal, there we go. So you just press that little clip down, it pulls straight out. So that's the wiring loom. It's probably the wiring loom that we want, to be honest. Or most of it. There might be some going somewhere else. So there's another wiring loom that goes in there for the window motor, I'm assuming. That's probably the door locking mechanism. So more than likely have to unplug it there. Let's see how easy it is to take this off. We don't want to take it off too much because it's horrible black tacky stuff, that. Right. That obviously has to come out. We're going to have to unpull this from the top. If you see, oh, it's awful stuff. It gets everywhere. Right. So yeah, it's the whole of this loom and this loom. So I'll have to unplug that from there. I don't know why there's 2 connectors on there. Right. Again, that'll be easy to unplug. You just push it down. Not easy one-handed. I want is the one that's fastened to the van. Right, I can't do this with one hand, I'll have to put you down. Right, that's all the connectors unplugged. That one came from there. That one came from there. That one came out of there. All quite simple, you just press things like that. That one came across there from that was from the door switch. Sorry about the dodgy camera work here. That one came out of there. Some of the clips are a little bit mangled. That came out of there, but I've had to pull it out because I didn't have any way of releasing it. I might have to tie wrap it back in place with a sticky tie wrap base or something. That's all the clip's doing, is just holding it there so it doesn't rattle. Right, I've also unplugged this one. Again, just that pressy little switch, that comes undone. So then the wiring loom should pull. I'll probably have to take the bung out because I don't think the wiring loom's going to go through the bung. The bung should just prise out like that. There we go. And it's a case of, it doesn't look like it's all one wiring loom, unfortunately. Right, I think I'm going to have to put you down again. There we go. That's the main wiring loom nearly through. There we go. Oh, and then there's this one. And I don't know why that's taped up. Probably because someone's been doing something dodgy with it. And then there's two wires there that hopefully, I don't know what they are. I think they're already additional add-ins. See, that wire's busted completely. The whole wiring loom is a wreck. Right, I'll have to try and get it out, see what I can do with it. Right, that's the wiring loom out, which was incredibly difficult. Getting all of those connectors through a hole where my fingers are, the size of that one, with the door that won't open fully, and it's still not. I'm going to have to cut these wires here and join them because they've been added in afterwards. Right, that's the wiring loom out. I've had to cut these two wires, the green and the blue, and just to make it doubly idiot proof for reconnecting, I've got a socket and a spade. So then the blue has to go to the blue, the green has to go to the green. Don't know actually what they do, but I think it's wired in aftermarket because it just goes straight to the fuse box. So hopefully things will be alright. So anyway, the whole loom is deteriorated where it's going through the door, through that, where it joins, where it's loose. So it's been flexing for 30 years, is it? It's a long time. It's been flexing for a long time, and it's finally had it. Obviously it's been repaired 3 times, but there's another wire split there. That wire is split again, so I'm thinking I might have to run a new run of wires from, hopefully I can get a wiring loom, but other than that I'm going to have to do some joins up here where it's going to be inside the door, and some joins up there where it's inside the van, and then have a run of wires, of new wires. I probably have to, I don't think I've got all those different colours, certainly probably haven't, certainly not lying around, and I don't want to buy a whole reel for a couple of inches, so I might see if I can get a scrap wiring loom from somewhere, or the run in the middle might just have to be plain wire. Got, I think, 2 different thicknesses, some that are obviously carrying power that are thicker, and some that aren't carrying so much. That one's very thin. Right, that's enough of that for now anyway. I'm going to try and put the windows back up just by bodging those wires that are split, because it's 10:04 now and I don't think I'm going to get it all finished, and it's no good with the window down. Right, see you in a bit. Right, I've ended up having to splice 10 out of the 16 wires. The other 6 wires look okay, so now all I'm going to do is cover it all with insulation tape. Those splices should be just on inside the door. Those will be just inside the van, and the bit in the middle is the bit in the air gap between the door and the van. Right, I'll cover it in tape, and then it's put it back together again. Hopefully it works. Right, there's the repaired wiring loom. About to put it back in. I'm going to put all the door side in first because there's more room for it to go in, and there's lots more complex connectors, whereas the van side only has those 2 connectors to go through. So again, it's just a case of feeding it in, 1 connector at a time. You can probably see what I'm doing better than I can, because I can't see anything. That's just gone in now. That one was wanting to go in backwards, so it can do. There we go. It's getting a little bit tight now. I'll have to get that one in. Move that one out of the way, that one's smaller. I have to take that blue one back out because that's smaller than the white one. It's nearly in. That's it. That's the blue one in. One left to go. Let's see if I can pull them a little bit. It's a bit of a squeeze, but they're in now. That's clipped on. Rocking. Might actually be able to see what we're doing with this one. though. It's a second bulkhead on the inside, missed it. Got it with the 2 single wires, but that's one connector. Right, you get the idea. I think I'm going to have to turn you off because I think I need 2 hands for this last connector. Or maybe not. Oh no, got him. So then that should just clip in like that. And then we've got this clippy thing that's supposed to just sort of hold it in place. But I don't think it's I think it's seen better days. So I might just have to leave that off. Right, I'll plug up and see where we are from there. Right, that's the wiring loom all plugged up. Apart from the speaker down there, and not plug the speaker in. Put the polythene back on the sticky stuff. It's more or less back in place as it was. And result, the window works. So fantastic. So I'll take it off, put everything back together again. Right, top result. Cheers, bye. Right, job finished, door panels all back on again, and it's all up and running, working. So, fantastic. Right, so that's taken about 3 hours to strip it out, repair it, put it back together again. Cheers, see you next time, bye.